Scanning. Subject identified.
She's been at it for over 2 hours. What is she even testing?
Nothing. At this point, she's just doing it for fun.
Huh?
I used to work exclusively on the synth projects, but lately I prefer less animated pursuits.
Well, that was productive.
Proposal. Build on existing institute research into implants and cybernetics to augment human capabilities and lifespan. Previous program met with limited success in a single subject. Using a broader array of subjects and new techniques could prove highly effective. Approval. Rejected by the director. Notes none given. It's funny how he doesn't want to, even though Kellogg's life was extended, he didn't want to do it for the rest of these guys or for himself. Divert time materials from current phase 3 research to exploring the possibility of sustainable nuclear reactions through electrochemical processes at or near room temperatures. Pre-war work on the subject yielded no concrete results. Advances in technology could potentially make it possible. Approval. Rejected. Lee M. Evidence suggests this and always will be a pipe dream. Modification to relay assembly allowing for extra parameters when rematerializing, specifically to explore recalibrating object size and density. Imagine if it were possible to use the relay to shrink someone down to the size of an insect or even smaller. Approval. Rejected. Watson E. Let's keep things out of the realm of science fiction, please. But you guys are teleporting to places. That's funny. Pre-war plasma weapons exist, albeit in a somewhat primitive state. Samples have been collected, with work from a dedicated research team said weapons could be improved upon dramatically. Pending. Lee M. Something to consider after phase 3 is complete. Dr. Lee has been spending more and more time in her lab with the kid synth thing. It's creepy, and I can't help but wonder if she's getting a little too attached. Evan has rejected my last 12 proposals. I don't know how to get through to that man at all.
Safety first. Remember that.
Subject the Directorate for approval. Review permissions for assigning sidearms to personnel. SRB recommendations to increase security have overridden any normal procedures for allowing Institute scientists to carry firearms. Training for said firearms also need to be updated. Reconsider interdepartmental network access. Certain divisions appear to be abusing this. Security systems need to be reviewed by Facilities Division ASAP. Given recent events, it is extremely important that the Institute be prepared for any conceived situation, no matter how unlikely. Dr. Ayo has requested this for some time, and I'm now inclined to agree with him. I have, in the last 24 hours, observed no less than 7 blatant violations of Institute protocol. The degree to which people appear to ignore the rules, which have been put in place to keep us all safe, is incredibly disappointing. Medicine insists that I continue the testing battery with the child synth. despite my reservations about the project as a whole. If this were any other situation, I would not have second thoughts about going straight to the director, but given the circumstances, I shall simply wait it out.
Doctor?
Since you're new here, you should take time to learn our safety procedures. And the sooner the better. Rules create order, and order promotes efficiency.
How many rules are we talking about here?
Not nearly enough, if you ask me. I had some handbooks made up, but that was years ago. I'll see about getting one to you.
How big is this handbook?
Just a few thousand pages, but I like to think it's a brisk read. I certainly find it so. Take care then.
Evan.
Rushed work is sloppy at best, and deadly at worst.
Oh, hey, I finished my component stress simulations for the work. Let me know if you need it. Damn, that's good. I was on a roll, so I put in a few extra hours. Well, I'm certainly impressed. Keep up the good work. It's really exciting having you here. I can't wait to see what you can do.
This is day 8 of trial 6. The last week has been very productive but exhausting. I think we'll need a break after this. Vinay has done some really marvelous work with the personality mesh. It's almost too good. The responses map almost identically to expectations, some of the most lifelike I've seen. Of course, it's not really Sean. None of his memories are in there. That, even now, would be a step too far. It's starting to have an effect on the team, I think. I know I've been caught up in the moment once or twice. Just a second or two, forgetting that he's not a real boy. Still, I think we'll need to consider restricting him to the lab only for the moment. I'm well aware that others are put off by his presence. If I were slightly more arrogant, I might consider that a sign of success.
Excuse me, Doctor?
Ah, it's you. You're here then. Yes, I know who you are. We all do. While I'm sure Father is very happy that you're here, I do hope it doesn't interrupt our work.
What is it you're working on?
Advanced systems, special projects. You've seen the boy, Synth, already. We've been hard at work on him for quite a while now. Oh, before I forget, let me see that Pip-Boy of yours. I've been told to install a Courser chip in it for you. Father's orders. You're to be given full access, with the ability to relay in and out of the Institute at will.
A Courser chip? What's it do?
The same thing it does for our coursers. Creates a link to the relay that allows them, and now you, to get in and out at will. In case the significance is lost on you, you'll be the only one here with that kind of access. If nothing else, it should demonstrate the amount of trust Father has placed in you. Now, unless there's something else, I really do need to get back to work.
Is everything okay, Dr. Lee? You seem pretty tense.
Yes, things are... It's fine. I'm sorry, I don't socialize much. I prefer to focus on my work.
Dr. Lee?
Tell me about the people in your division. I'm not sure what there is to say. Dr. Watson is the Specialist Project's lead scientist. He's, how to put it, very organized and precise. Dr. Ormond is one of the youngest scientists in the Institute, and she's something of a prodigy when it comes to physics.
Dr. Lee? I'd like a progress report on your division, if you don't mind.
Taking your new appointment in stride, I see. Very well. We've shifted resources off of other projects, like the child synth, to focus on Phase 3. I'm hoping that the above-ground efforts are successful. I understand those depend heavily on you.
So what is that? You can fast travel? Oh, the institute is down here. Okay, just the ability to fast travel. Okay. So if you don't fast travel, how do you get out? Because I don't use fast travel, so how do you get out of the institute? Maybe the only way is to fast travel. Because they're underground. It doesn't even show, does it? It doesn't show the teleporter that we created.
One day, I'll design a more efficient reactor to replace that old clunker in the basement.
Scanning unknown identity. Clearance confirmed.
The heck is all this? Dang, it's so big. Okay. Now that our guest of honor is here, I want to remind everyone to be polite, accommodating, and welcoming. It's not often we receive visitors from the surface, and this occasion is more special than most. I know I can count on all of you to extend a hand of friendship and greet our visitor with the utmost hospitality. Let's embrace this exciting event and make the best first impression we possibly can. Director Holdren. When we first implemented the new power efficiency guidelines, I was proud at how well we were able to meet those standards with only minimal impact on our productivity. It was a daunting challenge, but we rose to meet it. Lately, however, we've been getting lax in our habits. Too often I'm finding lights and equipment left on when they shouldn't be, and the environmental settings have been changed without my authorization. Let's rededicate ourselves to doing what's right for the needs of the Institute as a whole. After all, this isn't just our home. It's a home for the future generations that will carry on the great work of building a better future. Director Holden. I have some exciting news to share with all of you. My father has approved the next phase of my proposed zoology initiative, and I'm already in the process of setting up a schedule for the initial prototyping phase. As has always been the case, this is a low priority project, but those of you who find yourselves with free time are welcome to contribute. I'll need to make a few preliminary decisions, not the least of which is what kind of creature we'll want to replicate. I don't have to tell you how eager I am to begin, and I can't wait to see what amazing things we can do, given our recent advances in synth development. Oh, there's something else here. Soil pH value. Acidic. Wow, this apartment is huge. Before I check that out, let's make sure. Wow. Oop.
Sweet.
FevLab. Oh. Why is this? There's a crazy part to this facility. Oh, where did that one come from? Okay, I'm scared now. So there's some crazy synths down here. They sent the crazy ones down here.
Nice.
Area not secure. Repeat. Area not secure.
There's one up here.
Standing down.
course there's an assault on. Why not? Dang, so big.
Got it.
A dead cat. Oh, dang.
Yes.
Why are there so many cats down here? There's a super mutant? Weird.
That's it.
More cat meat? Ugh.
There we go.
Oh no, this is where we came from. This place is scary. Wait. Oh no, this is where the super mutant guy said that he needed some data. So I guess it's from here. This was his research then. Because he had cats over at his yeah, so this is what he wanted. Okay, yeah. Okay.
Personal record. Dr. Brian Virgil. This will likely be my last recording. My requests to shut down the heyday program have repeatedly been denied. I've learned nothing useful in the last 10 years. Why does Father insist on continuing it? If he won't see reason, then I have to take matters into my own hands. What we're doing, it's not right. It needs to stop. If anyone should find this after I'm gone, know that I never wanted to hurt anyone. Anyone. Do you understand me? I'm gonna make sure the whole program is shut down. If not for good, then at least for years to come. After that, I know what I'm about to do will be seen as a betrayal. Treason, he'll probably call it. So, I'm leaving. I have a plan. And if it works, I'll be somewhere safe. Somewhere not even the coursers can find me. Everything that we've done, the lives we've taken. If there is a God, may he have mercy on us all.
But there is no God. Male, mid-30s, poor overall health, post-submersion results consistent with standard results, discarded. Terminated. So they created the super mutants? Subject unintentionally terminated during incident 5. Data should be called from future reports. Latest round of testing complete. Results are all within expected parameters. Informed Dr. Zimmer directly, as he had ordered the test personally. He seemed annoyed with the results, unsure what he was looking for. He declined to specify why he wanted the test run to begin with. I have officially assumed the lead role on the project after Dr. Servison's passing. Latest round of subjects show results similar to previous test runs over the last 5 years. No statistical deviation noted. Synthetic organics continue to perform well. The necessary of further tests is unexplained. Nothing new, always the same. Have entered formal complaint with directorate. These tests are not bringing in any valuable information. The organics project was spun off decades ago. Why do we insist on continuing this? All inquiries about this project should now go straight to the director. The lab will be offline until further notice. Did I miss something else? No. Wait. Wow, that could have actually flown that way.
This is Dr. Elliott reporting for the Bioscience Division. March 22, 24. We just received another batch of subjects, but as my previous report stated, we're at an impasse here. More of the same won't help. The two most promising strains of FEV have been adapted to an ideal state, but we're still missing something. I am officially echoing the team's position. The most likely progress for our research on synthetic organics requires new avenues of exploration. Additional Commonwealth subjects will not help. It's the same problem across the board. Exposure to too much radiation. We need someone new. There's a proposal we'll be putting forward. I am not entirely comfortable with it, but it seems the best course.
Oh. The Fab Lab is a potential biohazard area and has been sealed. Access to this section of the facility is prohibited. Requests for more information can be sent in triplicate to our records department. They're okay with me just turning this off? So where's the data that I'm supposed to get for the super mutant in the wasteland?
Sweet.
Oh, is there something else I hear? Oh,
I've been reviewing Father's plans to expand our operations more. He's eager to get that going, so I've had to put everything else to one side.
I wonder how the Warwick family is doing. Young Wally must be close to 10 years old by now. It's remarkable that any child can survive for so long up there, don't you think?
I try not to think too much about it. We have more than enough to occupy ourselves here. Those people are the last remnants of a dying past. It's best not to dwell on the subject.
They're still people, and they're suffering. We can at least admit that it's regrettable. After all, how can we hope to redefine mankind if we can't even hold on to our own humanity?
Well, that's a question best left to our colleagues in the robotics division.
Yes, well... I suppose you're right. Most men lack the patience to observe and document plant growth.
Dr. Carlin's doing some amazing things with our genetically engineered crops.
Excuse me, Doctor.
Yes, I'm sure that whatever you have to say is very interesting, but now simply isn't a good time.
Someone's a little full of himself.
Hardly. There is no place for ego in science. I'm simply trying to tell you, in as polite a manner as possible, that I am busy. Now, goodbye.
Isaac,
Director Holdren seems very taken with you.
Hello.
Hacking this is beyond me.
Dr. Holdren's synth gorilla project is showing promising results. I can't imagine living on the surface. It sounds like a nightmare.
Hey there.
Theoretical limits are made to be broken.
Humanity's future is taking root right here.
Doc,
Welcome. So good to have you here. Dr. Clayton Holdren, head of the Bioscience Division. I can't wait for you to see the work we're doing. It's truly amazing.
like what?
I was just about to explain that. As the name implies, the Bioscience Division specializes in fields of studies such as botany, genetics, and medicine. Our most important directive is to ensure the health and well-being of everyone in the Institute. To that end, we cultivate highly specialized breeds of flora for use in food and medicine. We've even started to explore the idea of synthetic animal life. You probably saw the gorillas. They're really just a pet project at this point, but the potential is exciting nonetheless.
Yeah, I can't imagine anything more exciting than fake gorillas.
Speaking only for myself, I find them fascinating. Of course, I might be a little biased. I'm sure I've taken up enough of your time as it is. But I have to ask, have you decided whether you'll join us?
I'm an outsider. Would there even be a place for me here?
Even if science isn't your passion, there are plenty of ways to contribute. Our projects sometimes require an agent who can work on the surface to observe and gather information. From what I've heard, you are both fearless and resourceful. I think you'd be ideal for that kind of role. In any case, I imagine you'll want to continue looking around. Or, if you prefer, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is there anything I can do to help out?
There might be. Tell you what, you get settled in, and check back with me later. I'll see what I can find out.
Did I
Dr.
turn off the
Holdren?
interferometer?
Good to see you again. Did you need something I can do for you?
Tell me more about those synth gorillas.
On the whole, I'd say they were a success. Their behavior does generally match what our historical data says it should be. Unfortunately, we had a few early setbacks. The creatures can become suddenly aggressive, and they're quite strong. They destroyed 2 of their synth handlers. So now we keep them in an isolated habitat where they can be safely observed.
Clayton,
Anything I can help you with?
you mentioned medical care? I might need that from time to time.
In that case, you'll want to introduce yourself to Dr. Dean Volkert. He's our top biologist and also serves as the Institute's resident physician. Dr. Volkert works in the infirmary. Just pay him a visit whenever you need to. You won't find better medical care anywhere else in the Commonwealth. I'll promise you that.
I hear we're about to get a new food supplement.
isn't it?
Mankind redefined.
I wish you could have known Father as we have.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's a third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again. Of course.
No way I'm cracking this. Gotta find the terminal.
Pardon me.
The Institute is my life. I hope it'll be yours too.
I'm trying to learn chess. The computer always beats me. Why can't a synth be a person too? I don't really see the difference.
Hey Doc, they weren't kidding. We really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time? I wanted to kill the son of a bitch who murdered my husband. Kellogg always was a cold bastard. If you ask me, we're better off without him. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the facilities division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it possible to live and work in a place like this. There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the air and water and provides power to the laboratories and quarters. The work we do might not be as exciting as some of the other departments, but it's at least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board? On board with what? The Institute, of course. Sean implied you operated on a level, if not equal, and at least similar to the rest of us. Curious. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the facilities division, I'm happy to discuss it.
Yeah!
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long? The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
They're done with it.
Hi there. Something I can help you with? Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long? The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of
She's
the
a
old
sim.
Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Dr. Fillmore.
Hey, what do you need?
Who built this place, originally? Has it been here long?
The construction of the Institute is the work of generations of scientists. The original survivors of the war, our progenitors, took refuge in the basement of the old Commonwealth Institute of Technology. Over time, their sons and daughters dug deeper into the earth and built increasingly sophisticated habitats and laboratories. It's a process that's still going on today. Even now, we're digging out tunnels for new facilities and infrastructure. Just think what this place will look like 100 years from now. I hope I'm there to see it.
Don't just run away, bitch. I want to talk to you.
I'd like to know about the people in your division. Of course. Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. He oversees the major life support and security systems. Power distribution is Dr. Evan Watson's area of expertise, and Dr. Newton Oberly is in charge of food and housing. He coordinates with bioscience to ensure that our meals are balanced for optimal nutrition. We also make use of a number of synth units for low priority maintenance and labor.
Dr. Fillmore.
Hey, what do you need?
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
I know, it's 20 power gauge, whatever you count there at the settlements. 20 power, or 25 electrical power needed to
It might take a while to learn where everything is.
to make the machine run.
As the Institute's requisition vendor, I can provide supplies for your missions on the surface. How may I assist you today?
What can I requisition?
I have access to a modest selection of arms, armor, and other items approved for use in field missions.
Sure. Let's take a look.
Experiment 18A. Wait. What is, oh, is this faster fire rate, 15% faster reload. Is this better than what I have now? $69.69. No. Mine is much better. The only difference is mine doesn't have a passive. So it's not, yeah, that's the only thing. Tactical boost fiery automatic. Okay, and we don't want automatic rifles anyway. Guess we're trying to do that. Oh. Enemies are harder time to detect you while you're sneaking and not moving. +1 agility and perception. Where is... Okay. 11 and 6, and this is 17 and 18. Wow, and then it also has a passive. Yes. 776, we'll take that. Grant increasing energy and damage resistance to lower your health. 30, 48, nothing. 30, 48. But, you know, I mean, rads, I don't have to worry too much about rads, do I? 48 energy. $4,000, you guys are crazy. Okay, guess at least with this I can, what can I sell them? I haven't been picking up anything because, oh, we can sell this. This is a shit. 59 damage. And the other rifle is, yeah, so that. What is the synth relay grenade? What does it do? Damage 1, synth relay. So we can sell this one. Yeah, I gotta run. Yeah, I don't know what that relay thing is, but $396. And I didn't want to buy the other stuff.